Welcome to Self-Love Through Conscious Living with me, Reverend Wolak. I'm here each and every day at this time as we explore life together. We ask questions. We try to look at things and wonder, is there something I'm missing? Is there something additional I need to know? And if you've been following me this week, you understand really clearly that we have been talking about fear. And today I want to continue that conversation with you. Today, I want to talk about the idea of fear of others. That's right, fear of the trying to please others. And here's what I'm going to tell you. When you're fearful about doing something that's going to tick someone off, number one, it lowers your self-worth. Number two, it tells you that you really don't have self-love for yourself. And in today's world, right here, right now, more than ever, people are making demands on other people that they meet their expectations. And if you don't meet their expectations, well, then there are consequences that they're going to bestow upon you. Well, here's what I've come to understand. I really don't care what other people's expectations are. I have to search within me. I have to decide for myself what's most important to me, my life, my body, my mind, my soul. After I search that, then I can prioritize others. And so you're saying, well, how would you do that? Well, I'll be very honest with you. It's very simple for me. After me, I prioritize my wife. She is number two. After her, I would prioritize probably my granddaughter. After them, my sons. After them, some of my best friends. But I'm going to tell you right now that 95% of what I prioritize is myself. And you're saying, well, Lee, that sounds really narcissistic. No, it's really not narcissistic because I'm not doing it at the expense of others. I'm not trying to take away anything from anybody else. I'm giving everybody else in my life freedom to be themselves. But what I'm doing is I'm saying that I am smart enough, I am wise enough, I am secure enough that I can make a decision for myself. Because who knows better for me than me? I am not a child. I don't need my mom and dad to tell me what to do. I have full mental capacities. So why would I allow fear to come into my life? Why would I allow the fear of having to please others enter into my life? The only reason I can think of is the fact that we have been conditioned. We can use the term brainwashed. We can use the term domesticated into believing that's how we behave. That's how we behave. That's how relationships work. So I'm going to tell you, when you look around, how are relationships working for people? Do you see people having great relationships? Do you see people who love and accept each other as they are? Do you see people living in a state of non-judgment? I don't know. Do you? I certainly don't. I certainly don't. I'll tell you this. It was so interesting last night. We were talking to Claire last night on FaceTime, and she was Claire's my granddaughter. She's going on 4. 3 months shy of 4. Claire last night was taking a bath. And she said, I asked her, would you like to get your hair cut? And she says, I would like to get my hair pink. And I said, I'll bet you look very lovely with pink hair. And she goes, oh, Baba, Thank you for telling me that. Isn't that wonderful? Now, she doesn't care whether I approve or not because everything in her world is pink, and she wants pink. Joanna, you said it very clearly. By being our best self, we're being the best version of ourselves for others. Why wouldn't we do that? Why wouldn't we be a living, breathing example for other people as to how to live? Isn't it time today, in light of everything that's going on in the world, that we be the best example of ourselves? We become independent thinkers. We don't take sides. We don't polarize ourselves against things. Yeah, I think it's time we do that more than ever. What are your thoughts? I'd love to chat with you about it. Give me your thoughts. Write them in the comments there. Hit the like button, hit the heart button, hit the share button. Write me a comment. I've given you pretty much everything I wanted to talk about, but I'd love to talk to you more. But I need your input because this is a conversation between us. Nobody else is hearing it but you and I. So I love that. Joanna says, I received your book yesterday morning. I started reading it this morning. Thank you, Joanna. You know what's most important to me? It's not that you bought the book. It's that you're reading the book. I think you're going to find ideas. I think you're going to find possibilities. I think you're going to find practical experience that I use to tell you what I'm going to tell you. And I'm doing this not to be a great author. I'm doing this because I'm hoping that my life experience will help others create their own perfect life. That's why I'm writing the book. Jean says she received hers on Wednesday. Here's the key thing. I'm going to tell you this. This is a secret. Don't read the book all at once. You want to absorb this book. Read the introduction one day. Read chapter 1 the next day. Reread chapter 1 the next day. Then read chapter 2 and reread chapter 2. Then take a chapter a day. Because the introduction, there's a lot of stuff in that intro. But that first chapter is the critical. Everything is built on chapter number 1. And then chapter 2 becomes the foundation. After that, those other chapters you can read by themselves. But those two, you really want to have a great understanding of them. She got one for April. Oh, I was wondering who's April. Well, April's not for 3 months. She's talking about a friend of ours, April. You want me to sign it? Guess what? I'm going to sign books. I'm going to do a book signing on the 23rd after service. Zoe says, that's what I've been doing. JJ, I'm reading a few pages at a time. Jean got her book on Wednesday. Joanna says, you're talking my language. Jean T, guess what? I think the Kindle's going to be released on the 16th. I changed the date. So you're going to get it sooner than the 21st. If everything goes according to how I worked with Amazon, you're going to get it on the 16th. So there's a Christmas surprise a little early. The best part of the book is if there's a concept that we don't understand, we will most likely have a video explaining the concept. Well, here's what's going to happen, Ian. In February, I'm going to do an hour-and-a-half workshop on the book on a Saturday via Zoom. Here's the other thing. Come the end of March, I think on the 28th, I'm going to be doing a 7-week class. A 7-week class on the book. Hey, Joanna, Are you aware that we have a European gathering that meets every Wednesday at 1:30 my time? That might be 7:30 at night your time. Go to agapespiritualcenter.com. Click on the calendar, look for the Agape Gathering at 1:30 Central Time. It's a Zoom link, and you can join us. We had 10 people from Europe this last week. It was great. What does Corey say? Corey says, after my awakening. Well, I'm going to say, after Corey has begun to awaken not long ago, I made myself first. Good. I married myself. Now I'm only allowing people in that add value. Also, blessed to have family back. Of course it is. Here's the key thing. Why did I pull on your words a little, Corey? After my awakening. Are you friggin' there? I don't know of anyone on the friggin' planet that's awakened. Every moment is an opportunity to be aware, because our ego takes us out of it. So I'm one of these individuals that I don't like to pull punches. I'm a direct shooter. I am a direct shooter. I call stuff as I see it. I am not saying I'm right. I'm just saying this is my observation. So, thanks for being here today. Thank you for allowing me to have the opportunity to chat with you. Guess what? I'll be here again tomorrow. What kind of fear will we talk about tomorrow? I'm not sure. It'll come to me though. I want you to know how much I love you. I care for you. And I accept you just like you are, because you're perfect. Go make this your best day ever. Until tomorrow, aloha.